Hey, what's up? This is Aaryn. I'm badly in need of a haircut, and I'm driving. So, let's see how this goes. I was just driving and thinking to myself a little bit about, my childhood and how it relates to me now and my identity as being trans. And I hope I'm speaking loud enough. I'll try to speak up more. But basically, I'm going to be a little overly open here. I come from an abusive childhood. And I can pretty confidently say that my being trans, or my being male, and my being abused as a child are not related, in the sense that, I don't think that I, think I'm trans because I was abused. But I will say that I think it definitely affected how I came into my trans identity, or, for that matter, how I didn't come into my trans identity for so long. I really just didn't address it until very recently, until less than 2 years ago, maybe 2 years ago now. And, and I was thinking back to when I was a kid and remembering times where I knew something was off, where I knew that people were treating me as a girl and that felt wrong to me for some reason, but I couldn't, for some reason, couldn't place why. And, I remember, feeling, I think there are a few reasons for the fact that I didn't place what was up, what was going on. Part of that being, I remember being put into, dresses or what have you, or, being encouraged to go play with other groups of girls, because I always made friends with groups of boys. My parents, or especially my grandparents, would kind of push me into these more girly things, and, kind of encourage that, well, look how pretty you are in this dress, and, oh, you should wear pink more often, it looks so good on you, and, just really encouraging those feminine behaviors, and really kind of discouraging the more masculine or, active, playful tomboy type behaviors. And I remember feeling kind of weird about that, but just going along with it because, coming from an abusive childhood, I was very fearful all the time of everything, and I was always very fearful that I was going to get in trouble, and getting in trouble for me didn't mean getting grounded. And so I feel, I remember feeling very uncomfortable, but I felt that voicing that railroad track, voicing that was off limits. And so because I wasn't able to protest, because I wasn't able to rebel and say, no, I don't want to wear this, or I don't want to do that, or what have you, I want to go play with the boys, not, sit here inside and sit pretty. When I wasn't able to really voice that at all, I feel that I therefore wasn't able to really explore it more in myself and understand myself more. If I had been able to say, hey, that's not okay, then I would have been able to go on to the next step of why isn't that okay, and what do I feel, and what is okay for me. And, now that I'm older, of course, now I'm able to realize, wait a minute, I'm not being true to myself, and it took me this long, to really realize that, I guess. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to just mention, because it's something I'm thinking about a lot, and I guess I worry a bit that I'm going to go to a therapist and they're going to tell me, or they're going to try to assume that I feel that I'm trans because of the abuse as a child, and you know, I don't know. I feel I really have no emotional connection between the two things. They're both traumatic, and they both made my childhood and growing up and my adult life as well a lot more difficult and a lot more complicated. But I don't feel that they're necessarily related to each other. They can affect each other, I suppose, but not related to each other. So I hope that that doesn't turn out to be an issue once I do get to a gender counselor. You know, I hope I don't have to deal with, oh, I'm about to miss my turn. I hope I don't have to deal with that, you know, to deal with the prospect of, well, I don't know that you know what you're talking about because of your past. Whatever, I'm rambling now. So, I'm going to end this video here. But, I just wanted to kind of think more on that. Would I have come to terms with myself more, or would I have come to terms with myself earlier and more easily than I did if it weren't for the fact that I was not able to really be myself or be a kid at all? I was, you know, I was too preoccupied with other... Shut up, Gippus. Gippus is my GPS. I was too preoccupied with other things for such a small child who shouldn't have been worrying about, you know, the things that I was. I did not have time or the capacity to be thinking about my gender. So that's all I wanted to say. That was a lot of rambling for, you know, unnecessary rambling, I should say. But, yeah, peace out.